Hello, dear viewer. We continue playing Flashpoint Campaigns on maximum difficulty for the Soviet Union in the third mission. So, what was our last episode? In last week's episode, we went into battle. As expected, the enemy is sitting on this point on our southbound heading. We're just sneaking around. We had a couple of encounters with scout helicopters. We blew them away, got hit by artillery. Somewhere around here, our tanks scattered. There's a lull here now because he's not sending any more scouts here. So now we have the whole basic story going on right here. What are we going to do here? So we have our motorized rifle company retreated, losing for vehicles, but another motorized rifle company came up. And what's more, it's already gone into the city. There's already a town here. She's already in town, and she's got some kind of yellow tag. I'm assuming that's headquarters. Yeah, it's detached from the HQ, so you have to pull it up. There's her HQ sticking out somewhere. And so I pressed it. There it is. There's her headquarters. So we need to pull her staff. That's how to fight him. To pull him up the safety striking. So pull up his stuff. Basically, if we get it up to here, it'll be fine even right here somewhere. At a fast pace here and bury all left with you together we will send by. There. Artillery, even though we'll send the artillery there too because it has a lot to carry. On nothing there and action on standby. There's a HQ for these guys we've moved now there. Can do a good job because the rest of them don't have the issues there that we have, by the way. All right, we're done with these ones. Now let's see. Well, they're shooting all the neighborhoods from here. I'm afraid they're being shot at from here by tanks. Yes, and they're being shot at from here. We have to cover the tanks with artillery. It can't reach from there because it's sinking to here. It's reaching, moreover, it's aiming somewhere not where it's reaching us. And this is also the wrong way. Well, this is what we're going to do now. A manual order to hit here and don't spare any shells because 4 tanks in the city is possible. Very long and wait for them to be blown away, so we cover them at once and eat more. In this direction, it would be good to bring our tanks into the battle. It's also a little bit of a snatch. In order for our tanks to enter the battle, we have to change position. You can see it from here. By the way, here is a normal position. Let's go. Well, let's drive carefully. Carefully so we can shoot back if we need to. Shoot, we're going to get a foothold on the principle of all of this is going to break through somewhere around here. I think there's even an option to draw on the map, like a grown-up thing. Maybe not. Maybe I thought I saw it somewhere. But somewhere he's been here. No, he's been here. He's been here. He's got to get into this position where we've got these guys coming in. No, not this one, but we have to wait till they get to the beginning of the promo for this one. They'll enter it and then they'll run on. So the machines here will hit the machines. Where are you going? You're not moving anywhere, HQ, but in these you have to go back the other way. Go back. Over there and dig in there and change their doctrine so they don't back down already and they're in the penultimate. And this is the one they need to change. So retreat at a loss only in a straight line under a straight line, but that may not be so easy. If someone there is going to porta potty them to make them stand, not only if direct starts them, to tear them down so that they retreat. All these tanks are standing here, but they're holding these positions. All right, let them stand there. We'll cover them in case someone tries to attack these tanks. Let's move on. We can't see anything from this point. We can't see anything from here either. We have to go in. But it's dangerous to go deeper into the city, especially on this road right here. It's probably all the way through. It's not good to come in here in a straight line. It's a good altitude. If you just take that altitude, but there. They're going nowhere already. That they're gonna get in here, so let's try to get her. So carefully over there, move over there and dig in. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Here, 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 and here. Miracle, that's a weird detour. Why are you going around like that? There's a straightaway. There's no other way around. 123, just stay there. I don't know why he's going around. So 1, 2, 3. But Galera, just like that, yes, with a stick, and they can go from here to there, of course. They're going to hit the tanks from here. They're covering these positions. They've moved away. Like this. But at least go into the woods. So that you don't crowd the road. These come out and sit in the woods. Reserve. There. Some headquarters there too, and here by the spoon should shoot down the helicopter. She sees it by the... There's nothing in the way of a straight line over the river, so it should cover whatever else we have left in the rear. Let's look at it that way, but there's a whole company of riflemen closer in. Let's move them. There's a bunch of artillery here that can't reach anywhere. We're gonna move it and eat it, so that these reach for who some of the crowds are here. To get these all sorted out, hold the reserve, slowly move out and tip beat. South. By the way, the helicopter. All the helicopters, I've already charged the helicopter, so the helicopter will now look to. If there's no one at the landing site, we're going to scramble forward with all our might. We can do it for now, but there's only one cell here, so we might as well stay put. Well, you can move the tanks forward there. Riflemen, over there. Well, this must be their headquarters. Let's load it up here. Let's keep them entrenched for now. Okay, there's barrel artillery here too. Well, not barrel artillery. It's barrel-loaded too, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Not self-propelled, but towed, and the towed one doesn't reach, so it needs to be forward as well. Well, somewhere over there. We'll roll it out to the center. At least something will be able to reach it. Okay, and here are more tanks, by the way. Let's bring them forward too. Who's in there with you? And you've got your headquarters with you. Let's pull it forward. Well, your headquarters is there too. All right, they've been moved forward a little bit too. And we're waiting for it to be clear what's going on here. They said in the comments that can't close troops show up. And all that. Well, there you go. Neat. Let's go see what we got. Here we go. There's a third unit. Helicopter 1 down, helicopter gone. Artillery is starting to work on our tanks, but those tanks have to change position now. Motorized riflemen are hitting the tanks. And the weather has changed. It's evening or something. Yeah, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the evening. Visibility is decreasing. Yeah, cattle and fog. Fog or something. Shit, the tanks are getting hit by artillery again. And it's coming in hard. We're down again. Here's the gunners burning an enemy tank. The tourists are working. That's it. Finally gone. Company was marching out of position with gunfire. 3 tanks lost. Whoops. The enemy comes forward. Because if he were here, we'd see him in the neighboring cage. He's the one who came here. AMX 10P. I don't know what that is. The Apturists keep hitting the tanks. This is the tank that's supposed to see this point. We're moving out. Well, by the way, the air defense team just moved in. More artillery to cover those tanks. Still wondering what's up. Well, while Art is thinking, the tourists are still firing a salvo, but they didn't hit it this time. Here comes the chopper. Tanks are trying to shoot back. Nobody got nailed. We've got everybody in line. This is where the shit happened. Ours has stepped in. On an enemy unit. I had the same problem in the second mission. I went into the city. Got on the enemy units. There's something like that in there. And stopped fighting. It didn't happen the same way. That's where it came in. So somebody watching us from over here. There's probably a helicopter flying somewhere over there. That's the bastard we need to take out. Our tanks have changed position. But they're still getting hit by the artillery. They're not gonna make it that way. Reconnaissance is being covered. Our artillery is working there too. On old targets, some. Intelligence has decided it's time to go. Yeah, she's gone. Now it's just the city being shot up. Without her, yes, our artillery has begun. Hitting the enemy tanks. Oh, an enemy plane. And a Tunguska. And an enemy airplane. Work the plane. No hit. Oh no, I hit them both. Oh man, that leaves 5. Only 5 left. It was 28. 28 before that. Last time too, airplanes were shot down somewhere out there. and the damage was done. Looks like an airplane when it falls on units. He's straight up specific. Either that or he's the one who bombed out. Completely destroyed. Lost a company. All right, let's pause this for a second. Let's find out. This? Yeah, no way. You can't find out. When the pause keeps this thing from moving, it won't let you move anything at all. Well, and? Yeah, airstrike. Airstrike. That's an airplane bombed out there, before it could be shaved off. Destroyed our pen, which was sitting pretty here, and burned enemy tanks. Okay, here comes our helicopter. Oh boy, there's our helicopter. Found a whole bunch of enemy, and in those seats, even in the fields where basically we had visibility. A bunch of he's going. Well, 2 he burned. Good for him. There's someone else sitting there. That's to be expected. That someone else is sitting. I would have burst. Lost the helicopter. And a second helicopter. I think we're gonna lose that one now too. It's weird that our intelligence. I didn't see anything. It's a hell of a distance. 1 hex. I think it's 5 unless I'm confused. So there. What's not to see here? Now our infantry has come in. Which, the air defense infantry is there, and starts fighting the fucking tanks. Should have been these ones going in there, though, the whole crowd. Go away, helicopter, go away. You've done all you can do. You've accomplished your task. Now we know where the enemy is. We've shot down the second helicopter. The second helicopter has been shot down. The second helicopter has been shot down. Well, our artillery is working too. But as practice shows, she can't do much. In the city, on our rear. They're hitting headquarters. Artoy, I just saw this. Our tanks from the other side. They're puddling. If they dissolve now. On this shore right here. We're right here. We've got to get them. Weed them out. Keeping this one out. Not into the city. Not to the heights. Oh man, air defense. Coming up. Dying out there for no reason. Also minus the tank. From an artillery strike. He must have gotten there. He can't leave. Our attack has been stifled. Yeah, these guys are backing off. Coming up. Here's another one. That's weird, right there. We can't see a thing. HQ has changed position. Although still taking some casualties. The top 2 companies are coming up. We're going through the industrial zone now. Circle those parasites. And here the company goes to altitude. From this altitude, she'll be able to work on the tanks too. We're gonna have to put this reserve in now. Which we have. It's standing in Pondorf, because they've already been beaten. In fact, specifically with artillery, we've got a helicopter to drop off. Drop it somewhere over there in the rear. Find where his artillery is working. On us. Now these are the fields we're gonna have to fight on. Well, it's just about time for Arda to come up. This way, and that's it. Tanks will deploy. Aviation again. Okay, Tunguska again. Man, there's a whole company out there. Holy shit, all destroyed. Can't see the second badge. And these are the ones with the needle. And the needle looks like it's missing. Selenok to hit airplanes. She was dying. The arrow needs to be brought in closer. Second time this way. The enemy aircraft have arrived. And the arrow has visibility. Man, over the river. And that way she can't see a thing. This is where our attack has been stymied. Totally. Drowned out. It's also unclear about that company that's with the second company. There are our tanks. They're working. Oh, you could have put it up closer. That's where you could have gotten off the high ground. I drove up there in vain. You could have gone straight from here. Well, it's fine. They give you a volley. All right, and these are ours to cover. Okay, oh, so, we need to get this scouting team forward sooner rather than later to uncover the enemy's artillery. We're getting a lot of artillery fire. Man, 17. 14. We've lost half of them already. Well, of course, they're on the road here. And these just shoot them up the whole convoy. That tank will be out that way by now. And take it over. And he's not out. Also lost. Half almost. Well, it's a good retreat. At least it's successful. It's working from this point. One more time. Japanese. Repeated. On the spiller. She said again. Well, maybe like, shit. Again. For evaporatio. This tank. It's a sunk. What we told you. This is this. This? How? Chingle. Should have come out like this or these tanks at point-blank range. 6 tanks left. Exchanged. Retreating these didn't make it either. Retreating the second time. They retreated that time, they left this time. They retreated too, but there's really no reason for them to stand here. A lot of casualties in this phase. I don't see the second company there. I mean, how? As if the airplane, when it came in the second time, also took out a company at once. Sad, sad, sad. So, but we'll see the final result then. Wow! 16%. We have 19 enemy casualties, but no way without a capture. We're not gonna get anything. The first mission where points are crucial, because in the previous missions they're not. To capture all the points, and that's how you could score. It seems like you can't just score here. There's so more helicopter communication is not necessary at all. To move this spoon so that it covers this area normally. It doesn't cover anything right now. The main Tunguska is from there. And how it's beaming there is not really seeing much there either, but this is understandable. Visibility, and it's about range. Although there are circles here too. It's weird. Okay, well, either way, we gotta get her. Closer to anywhere. Let's go out here in the fields. And dig in there. What's in there? We'll bury it. It'll be all here. Now the Arctic can reach it and it'll be able to water. Everyone. Tanks on top of us. There are. There's not very much of these yet. 2 though, why to 2? There's half a company here, and there's 2 whole ones here, and an artilleryman who's covering. All here and here, it's not really covering everything. This artillery should be moved too. Well, that's where we'll be. Come on, show up. It's taking so long to show up. I can't seem to get it right over there, and I can't get into the settings. There's timing somewhere. They're gone, and there's another company here, by the way. So we're 3 companies here, 2 companies here, half a company. These ones. Moving. You've got a long way to go. But at least there's some elevation here. 10 and 20. 5, I thought 10 was the maximum. I guess that means you can climb a building. Recolored the map considering it's nighttime and the visibility is a % and it's hard to see. These are now highlighted, so we need to go right over there where we can't see anything from here. You can't see anything either. All right, let's move it. Move me these ones. Don't touch those. Let them stand here. I think 3 squares won't make a difference, but maybe. We'll move in closer. Come here to poke around. 1 to 3. They can see the whole city from here. They'll be able to harass in all directions. They'll be covered from these industrial areas and artillery too. We'll take this reconnaissance team to the scaffolding and let them watch from there, and this one here. Scouting should be sent deeper into the rear to find enemy artillery. So come here. And over there, I guess. Well, we'll all be able to see if they're here somewhere, then that's where we're from. And we'll find from this mountain, but let's give us, of course, this mountain here's not a bad mountain either if. The route is kind of bullshit, so let them get out here. I think we'll find it. There's enemy artillery in there. If we can reach it. It's not a fact, really. So we're gonna have to move our artillery as well. Let's go. One pull up if they're anything, but they're a long time to actually drive. Here to see 2020-2053. 2,330, they're not really going to make it in time to give 3 hours left. Well, 20 before the end of the battle in principle. They'll make it to the end of the battle, but the artillery will come here too if they. They'll see something there. They'll have time to fire. Okay, so we're going around the city here. These ones. These are going to the slide on this one. What the hell do you want to do on this slide? There's no cover there. I thought the company was going to get in there and start shooting from there, and there's no reason for you to be there. The bridge is destroyed. You're standing here at least 82 okay. Texts and you can't see him anymore either. Let's get the tanks to the same spot you were shooting from last time. So you come out here. Dig in too. There's still half a company here. Global. Providers. Jen. Shot. There's no one in there somewhere. These ones. 63. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, move it forward. Let's get closer and go to this shore. The enemy was right here, right here, right here. Somewhere, somewhere. We can see right up to here. That's why we were chased away from here. We saw it. Right up to the edge and from where he was, so we came out and we saw the bludgeoning and we had to back off. Now we'll have all our tanks on this side and all our infantry on that side. 4 company total of infantry, and here we have just 2 times 3 for 5, 6, 7, 7 tank companies. We've got a company here. We've got to break through anyway. That's why. The highway had hit this side and we can't even see this side of the river. I think so. Somehow else. Okay, in the next episode we'll drive forward the tanks, the reconnaissance and the tanks. Here, start squeezing in here. You go there. The circle seems far away, half a ring. We'll do half a ring, so subscribe to the channel. Click the bell so you don't miss the sequel. Write a comment, put a like if like it. Thanks for watching and bye.